Hey,
Ooh,
Stephen.
hello.
Yes, having a few technical difficulties here today.
It's a Thursday afternoon.
It is a Thursday afternoon. If this is the worst thing that's happening to us today, we're doing a great job.
Thirsty Thursday. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday.
Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. So, we have officially completed our hard market hero week 1. Week 1 in the books.
Done and done.
Done and done. So, we spent the whole week talking a little bit about how to lead your team through a hard market. We want to do a quick little recap just to everybody to say, what did we learn from this whole crazy week?
Ooh, that we should be involved with our team and be by their side.
That is one thing that we learned. I know we went through our top 15, not
One
one, not
five.
two, 15 options as far as how to lead your team. So maybe, Stephen, what did we learn about what is a hard market?
We learned that a hard market is the toughest insurance market we've seen in 75 years, and it's not going to go away this year. So we should really participate and learn about it and be able to educate our clients about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Bobby's joining us now.
Hi,
Bobby!
everybody.
Hello, everybody. Seems like we're having a difficult Thursday afternoon, so we're
A little bit.
trying to get through there. This is a perfect time to not be drinking.
No, this would be a horrible time to be drinking.
Is it? Well, I still have so let's just do a little recap now that we're done being flustered with everything going on in the world. First up, where is APP? So, Bobby, where are you right now?
I am in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania airport.
Awesome.
Ooh.
I know. Very fun. And how about you, Steven?
I'm in Tecumseh, also known as Tacoma, Washington.
Is that like the hood?
It is the hood ish.
I am at a truck stop somewhere
Oh,
on my way from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where I saw Bobby to Summit, New Jersey. So yeah, you can imagine that that's exactly what's going on.
You're probably the
Um,
most glamorous lady at the truck stop.
well, Siri says that she's not sure she understands where we're at in life, so I completely appreciate that. Well,
make
we
sure you
want
send us your location, Kelly.
well, and you guys know I love the crime junkie series and podcasts, so this this is the perfect scene for the crime junkie podcast. I'm not.
Oh, oh,
Is where we are. What?
Oh,
you
you're
froze.
back.
You're back.
Yes. So I might not have great Wi-Fi. So if you guys can kind of dive in, if I get
You
stuck a
got
little
it.
bit, the
Heck yeah.
truck stop Wi-Fi might not be on target today, but it's what we're dealing with here. So we just wrapped up and concluded our hard market hero series for the week. We had so many people join. So grateful. I think each session had a minimum of 25 people. I think the first one was even up to 50. So we had over 100 agency representation on the series. And I wanted to just do a little recap for everybody. So what is everybody that we went through 15 different ways to lead your team in a hard market? I'm curious each person's favorite right now. I know I have my top two. It looks like Steven's very excited
I
to
know because
share.
I have three, but I'll pick my top two. Top two: wartime CEO.
Mm.
Sometimes we got to put it on our big boy pants and make some tough decisions and hold the team accountable. But we also have to keep an open mind and try new things and use technology and virtual assistants.
Yeah, you are like the virtual assistant guru at this point.
I again, I'm obsessed with virtual assistants.
Bobby, how about you? What were your top strategies?
I love the leaders helping. Like I just think that leaders taking things off of people's plate is like so huge, right? Like it helps them so much feel like they can tackle their day. And Stephen's story about them using their card, I love that, right? Like they don't want to use their, hey, I'm going to call in my leader card because they're going to try and tackle the hardest thing and stump their leader. And then also role playing. I think role playing is going to be so critical because we need to be watching out right now for, we're going to get thrown curveballs, and the more that we can practice ahead of time, the better we're going to be when we are in the trenches and it gets thrown at us. How do I respond? And so role playing is going to be such a great tool for your team right now.
Yeah, no doubt. My top three, I love the happy hour meeting in the morning. Just something spice, like something to start your day off positive, right? And it does so many other good things where you can just do a quick news burst, share the stats, share the facts, but get everybody up and engaged first thing in the morning, because how does everybody love a good Monday in insurance?
I love Monday. It's another opportunity to shine.
Yes, you feel that way. I don't know as though everybody else feels that way. So one of the options that we always have is talking about how to start that day off positive. And I think another one is, I've said this before, I think the best agents are going to be made in this market. And so for leaders, you really need to clear your plates to coach people right now, how to have those conversations, what to say, how to address things, because agents are listening different than before. When times are good, you can kind of just cruise through everything. When times are difficult, you really, really, really have to think differently about your book and what's going on. Another one that we talked about, which I think is really important, and we saw some people already even hop online and do it, which is, getting even a video together of just, hey, this is what's going on in the market, getting some documentation. I saw just a little shout out to Nancy Nicklow from Huff Insurance. She, like an hour after.
Did she get on and do some social media posting?
I think that Nancy made a video to give to her team to send out to everybody is what I'm guessing.
That's awesome. Good job, Nancy. I'm sure your team appreciates that. And your customers are going to appreciate it right now too, right?
Well, and somebody else had a question off of today's feedback that was, I don't even know how to get started with the video. I've never done anything like that. Most of my customers don't even know who I am. But I think it can still be effective in the fact that if we're just putting ourselves out there and saying, hey, we're going to be open and honest with you and talk about what's happening.
Yep.
Please reach out with questions. We're here to talk to you. I think that goes a lot further than just burying our head in the sand and then go into the situation.
And supporting it with, media channels, right? Like what's in the news and supporting that. We were at an agency today that they said they just got interviewed by a news channel talking about this hard market and the rates and things like that. I mean, now it's credible. It's not just us saying this is what's happening. It's really, it's out there. So.
Yeah, another thing that I want to make sure we talk about is what's next, right? So if you didn't sign up for the Hard Market Hero series, it's not too late. You can still get them and you'll get the recorded that we already did. And, that's a huge, huge opportunity, I think. But does anybody want to talk a little bit about our next section on time management?
Ooh, time management, our favorite thing.
So time management is going to be really important in this upcoming market. We're going to give the team strategies for surviving and thriving by managing their time a little bit better. Where should we be focused? What should we do? What are some tips and tricks that we can start immediately that'll help us free up a little bit more of that time in our day and or think a little bit differently about some of the service tasks in front of us?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think some of the key strategies we're going to talk about is tiering your clients, right? Like, let's dive into meat and potatoes, guys. Like, what are they going to get out of it next week, right?
They get things, all the things.
I think a lot of people have heard about us talk time management, but this is different than our normal time management. This is hard market time management, right? So we're talking about time vampires and how to operate your desk like an ER nurse. We have to triage our time. And we're going to talk a lot about
a deli counter.
Yeah, not to be the deli counter. And also, too, that our top clients need more of our time, right? So the people we haven't talked to in 3, 4, 5 years because they've auto-renewed, paid their bills, don't have claims, all that stuff, guess what? They need their time. And we need to take more time to secure it.
Yeah, I was going to say tiering clients, I think, is going to be so important right now. And again, it's not about a level of service. It's about, I have so many things to do right now. How do I prioritize my day? And where do I spend my time? Because I only have so much of it.
Also, being more on the outbound and being more proactive versus reactive, and really deciding where our time needs to be spent. Can we get people on EFT, or can we cross sell? Can we get something out of the transaction as well that makes it easier for us to service them in the future and makes it more worth our time?
Definitely. And I think we also have to make sure that we're streamlining things on the agency side to be as efficient as possible. So it's something that has to be addressed. I think I might have just broken up there for a second. Did you guys hear that?
Yes, streamlining is something we have to address.
Mm-hmm. So if your team's feeling a little crispy, burned out, we are going to go through the best time management strategies that we have, especially adapting them for a hard market. And I want to preach this from the mountaintop. So everybody hear me loud and clear. Generally speaking, agencies run backlog in the summer because of summer vacations. We are tapping at May 18th today, meaning that summer is upon us, especially if you're down south and you're, our kids up north only get out of school in mid-June. You guys are already dismissing kids. People
Ours
go
gets
on
out on Monday.
There you go. Yeah. You know that in the summertime, people have more vacation time. So what does that mean?
More time off, more last minute. My kids are home. We're gonna go to the pool today, or we had a long weekend, or somebody's sick, or expected and unexpected time off happens a lot during the summertime.
And you want your team to take time off so that they can recharge, right? So
Mhm.
it is going to be very important that you work right now to get ahead, because if you delay and you wait, this summer we're going to have the August hangover of the summer like never before. When everybody's ready to get their kids back to school, it's going to be a challenge. So I want all of us really, really, really thinking about the idea that we need to be focused on getting ahead and caught up and streamlining things. And that might mean adjusting. If you're doing the rate increase triggers, we might need to adjust those now for the summertime, because if you need to triage the people that you're getting to the most. And do a call and ask, or call out to the team who's planning on taking what time off, so that in advance, because what you know in advance you can prepare for.
Yep. Spend your time preparing instead of repairing.
That's the goal. So just to pre-qual everybody for next week's time management sessions, what is the one top time management tip that you guys all like?
Prepare versus repair.
Okay.
That is one of my favorites too. But I think donating my potentially bottom tier clients to my competition right now would be a great strategy.
And I think mine is the operating your desk like an ER nurse, because I just feel like if we just take the next thing in line, we're going to miss so many things, and we really need to be prioritizing what we do and how we do it. And if we don't, then, there's going to be a wake of dead bodies. We were just on a call with somebody who's like, we're selling as much as we're losing right now with rate increase, right? So in order to make that effective, we have to be prioritizing renewal calls on our A and B clients. And, but then everybody's so busy, they can't do renewal calls. So we spend so much time repairing. It's almost like we need to kind of stop the madness, hit the reset button, and I think get back to a lot of basics right now. All right. So if anybody is interested in getting the Hard Market Hero series, they can go to our website, agencyperformancepartners.com. It's right on the website. You can go to any of our social media channels and message us. It's $7.95. There are 5 sessions live. So you get to ask Q&A, all of the fun stuff. We had some great interaction, got some great feedback from everybody. We thank you guys if you hopped on. Next week is all about the team. This week was team leads and owners. Next week is all about how to manage your desk in a hard market. And I think the big thing that I want to have, if you're watching this as a leader, that you take away is please, 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 please invest in this course for your team, because you don't want them to get burned out. If they get burned out, we're seeing so many people leave insurance. They're like, I'm just done with insurance. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to go, be in a call center. I'm going to go do all these other jobs. And insurance is a great, great industry as long as there's a good plan. So have your team sign up for the Hard Market Hero series, get on the time management. You don't want to have to retrain and train people again.
Well, I also think it's so great that we have 3 sessions in the week, so you don't have to shut down your office, guys. Like you can split the team, and nobody has to miss phone time. You've got 3 options every week for these sessions, and so there's no reason not to.
And we're going to make it interactive for your team. They're not going to sit there bored. We promise you that. Albeit we had some technical difficulties. I feel like we're like on the last episode of Love is Blind with our technical difficulties, where they were supposed to be live and started out late. Still watched it, but
Me too.
Still was worth the wait. Okay, still was worth the wait. But I think that the whole key and the key to success is making your team feel empowered with their time. And so many agencies want to hear this one thing of, what do I focus on first, second, third? I don't know my priority. And by doing this, it's going to become very clear and give your team the tools of what the priority is. So with that being said, we'll let everybody get back to their normal scheduled programming. We can't wait to see everybody. And it's funny, I was looking at the attendee list. I think there are some leaders that skipped. So I think that one of the things that will happen is that they're going to watch the recording. So all new attendees who come in automatically get the recording. So you will be able to watch this week's leadership section. So for that, I'm going to let you guys all get back to your normal programming. And thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great day.